this is my point. My point is that, I mean, like, democracy is something that you have to exercise. And you have institutional formats that allow deeper exercising of democracy. I prefer those formats. This is simple for me. I'm not talking about perfection and functionality. I don't even know if it's going to be more functional or whatever. I mean, as a concept, as some, you know, I think that rationality tells me that it's more rational, you know, in terms of openness and democracy and good functioning and everything, that an international body with everybody inside would be better than an international body with somebody outside.
I just want to add a few words. Darren, I think you're somehow asking for an answer, and there's no answer. You know, there's one point that is very important in this governance of the internet. The internet exists because it broke through the system. It wouldn't exist if the system had even had a thinkness, like a little bit of what it would be. Imagine, we can say the internet is the biggest thing in communication in the world today. Everybody probably will agree with that. It doesn't belong to anybody. This fact in the consumer society is an amazing thing. I mean, it's absolutely, it's a breakthrough. The system. How did Murdoch or whoever, or Bill Gates or whoever, took control of this thing before? Because they didn't see it. It's an invisible thing. So now you have something which is crazy. It goes there in the fact. It's real and it's crazy, and you try to regulate something that has already bypassed the possibility of being regulated. You know, and this is a paradox of the 21st century. This is a totally new paradox of the 20th century. It's you know, it's the egg and the chicken who comes before. You know? And here we are. We have to invent the chicken, but the egg is already, you know, almost together. You know.
It's a century of paradox.
Sure, we have to live with that. And I mean, George Bush and society holds the internet because George Bush wants to close it, but even George Bush can't do it. You know? So now, what's going to happen there in the governance forum? You know, this is why we have proposed the Bill of Rights. We think that the Bill of Rights, Brazil together with Italy and so on, because the Bill of Rights is something that I think we should. We support and we look forward for broader and broader support for that, because it's within a Bill of Rights that we could start talking about how to regulate wherever and whatever to grant the rights that people and the obligation that people would have in relation to the internet. This is what we think. Oh, it's a big thing. We could talk 2 hours about.
Yes, we could.
About free sex, about free sex.
Could spend the whole 21st century talking about it.
We are out of time, and I know the Brazilian way would be to just keep going, but we have to give up the room.
Okay.
I'd like to thank our guests, our Brazilian guests, and our 4 panelists, and I'd like to say that let's consider this the beginning of a conversation, because we're very, very encouraged by the last week's activities. Claudio has been here all week, and Mr. Gil has been here for 2 days, and we're talking about things that we can continue to do that are going to keep us connected.
Yeah, lots of partners in England, in the States, in California,
and in Montreal, and in Quebec, and so thank you very much, and stay tuned.